Hello everybody! Welcome to Giving Children Wings Story Time! It is so lovely to see you again, friends, and I am so privileged to spend some time with you while Googly Glorio and Bella Bolligies is still on vacation. They will, however, be back from next week. So I definitely have to use this opportunity very well because I missed you so. So I'm going to do the story today and I hope that you enjoy it. Today's story is about working as a team. I am very sure that you have had it sometimes, even with maybe at home or at school or even on the sports field, maybe even in a park where you play with your friends, where you had to work in a team. So I'm sure we're going to have a very nice story and we're going to definitely learn something today, friends. So come, sit around and let's listen to the story of working as a team. Everyone plays their part. That is very important, friends. You have to always remember that. It was autumn on Happy Acre Farm and Farm George was busy ploughing the field with his favorite ox. "I could never have done this without you," said Farmer George, as the ox pulled with all his might, huffing and puffing. "You are definitely one of the strongest animals on the farm," said Farm George. When they finished the day, Farm George patted the ox on the head. "Well done for today," said Farmer George. "For working extra hard, you will get a double helping of food tonight." The ox was so delighted and returned to the farmyard feeling very pleased with himself. Look how hard he's ploughing the land with Farmer George. So you can just imagine, that's very hard work, friends. You have to be very strong. And he definitely did so well. And our Farmer George is rewarding him with an extra helping of food. He told all his animal friends how happy Farmer George was with his work. "This farm couldn't run without me," he boasted. "I must be most of the important animals here." "Nonsense, man," replied the horse, entering the yard pulling a large cart of hay. "You may be strong, but I'm stronger. None of you are so important than me." Well, all the animals was standing near to hear this quarrel between the ox and the horse. And then suddenly this voice from nowhere came out. "I am very important," said the cow. "Farmer George and Molly couldn't survive without the milk that I provide to them. What else would they put on their cereal?" The ox and the horse laughed. "Ha ha ha ha! Ho 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 ho! After all, how could a cow possibly be more important than him?" Oh, friends, this is now a bit of a situation. Because obviously all the animals think that they are more important than the other one, and not thinking a little bit further to think, well, maybe every one of us do play a part. But let's see. I do not only provide milk for their cereal, but my milk turns into butter, to cheese, and sometimes Molly even used that to bake the most delicious cakes. The cow played a larger part on the farm than the ox and the horse realized. Excuse me, don't you forget about me, came a voice from the corner of the farmyard. It was Hen, and she was not happy with what she was hearing. How can you all think that you are more than important than me? I lay eggs, and the milk would be useless for making cakes if Molly did not use my eggs. She's got a point, friends. She's got a point. Let's see how that plays out. The hen continued to tell the others that her eggs are also sold at the local market. Everyone in town loves my eggs. Selling my eggs earns Molly lots of money for buying clothes and the most lovely things. So the animals were a bit stunned because what she was saying was true. But suddenly there was a loud buzzing in the farmyard as a group of bees hovered beside the hen. Molly sells more of our honey than your eggs, they buzzed. We may not be able to pull heavy things, but we are just as important as the rest of you. That is a bit of a pickle. I hope the animals can realize that they all play a part. We work very hard, the bees continued. It takes a long time to make honey, and every time Farm George collects it, we have to start all over again. Bees work harder than any other creature on the farms. Okay, you've put up with very convincing arguments, the cockadoo said, as he strutted very proudly into the farmyard. It could be very obvious to all of you, but no one can compete with me. My job is far more important than all of you, he said proudly. I wonder what his argument is and why he would think that his job is more important. After all, the cockadoo said, none of you would wake up on time if it wasn't for me. Come rain, come shine, I'm the first one to rise in the mornings. The other animals realized that the cockadoo had a good point. They would have never been on time for their jobs if the cockadoo didn't get them up with a very loud cock-a-doodle-doo. So everyone is now seeing that this job is also very important. Well, woof, woof. Even if the cock-a-doodle-doo gets us all up in the mornings, we'd still all do our jobs on time if he was not even there. So, besides that, I guard all of you from the sly foxes at night. You'd be all in danger if it wasn't for me, barked the dog. Woof, woof. My loud bark is the only thing that will wake up Farm George up in the middle of the night. How could he cope without having his trusty dog around? Woof, woof. The dog looked very happy with himself. Woof, woof. So everyone's got very good points, but they're actually missing the most important one. So, there you have it. Woof, woof, barked the dog. I am the most important because I'm a great dog, great guard dog, and I'm also loved by all of the family. Well, he was right. Leo and Leah, that is Farmer George's children, adored him and loved to play with him whenever they could. Meow, meow. I disagree, said the cat, leaping from the wall to the floor. Those children love playing with me. Plus, I'm far more cuddly than all of you. Meow. Oh, friends, it's a never-ending story with all of these animals that actually think that they're more important than the other. The animals decided that there was only one way to solve this problem. They went to visit the wisest owl in the forest. Oh, 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 oh dear me, hooted the owl. It doesn't sound like It does sound like all of you play a very, very important role on the farm. Woo, woo. But there's only one thing you haven't discussed. Woo, woo. What's that? What's that? Asked the animals. That? Woo, woo. You are all very, very important, said the owl. The farm could still run if one of you wasn't there. But it couldn't possibly function if you did not all work together every day. Woo, woo. Friends, the owl was right. Farmer George and Molly had the best group of animals that they could wish for, and every one of them played a very important part. The end. Friends, so this was today's lesson, that every single one of us are important. We play a role in the bigger picture of life. So you must have a wonderful, awesome weekend. And remember, you are important and you do play a very, very special role in everyone and anyone's life. Have a good day, friends. I'm so glad that I could visit you. We'll see each other very soon. Bye-bye, friends.
En? Okay, dit. En nog enetjie? Pragtig. Kijk, dan ga je bordje.